Oh, I'm fine.
All right, so we can start with the warm-up. You have the PDF open?
Okay, I have opened it.
Okay, great. So how have you celebrated the new year?
New Year. What do you mean about New Year? We have two New Years in China. One is the January 1st, and the second is the traditional festival, Spring Festival.
Right, so this unit is going to be about, Western New Year, which is, the 31st and the 1st. So
Oh,
do you celebrate that new year very much where you are?
for only for one day. That's before before the January 1st, we will spend spend one day to decorate our classroom and to prepare some um, performances that to show them to others to celebrate the new year. And in the January 1st, we will have a day rest. That's that's how we celebrate the new year.
Okay, so you have a holiday on January 1st where you don't have to work or go to school?
Oh yes, but not for homework.
Of course, you still have to study. And do people, is it a big event at home, like with your family? Do you watch any TV programs or have any parties?
Maybe somebody will say the performance is made by some TV shows, but in my family we didn't eat.
Mhm. Okay. Well, now we can go to the reading. So I just want you to read it out loud.
Okay, the start of the New Year's Day at midnight is heralded by fireworks, parties, and special events. Some people make New Year's really resolutions. They are usually um, promise to themselves that they will improve something in their own lives. Common New Year's resolutions are to stop smoking or drinking alcohol or lose weight, exercise more, or to live a healthy lifestyle.
Okay, let's practice that word, the first word in blue, heralded
Herald, okay, to announce and to publicize.
or
Example
publicize.
is publicize, okay, publicize. Her, he, his arrival was heralded by screaming fans.
Okay, and does the definition make sense?
Sentence, okay. Mm, he heralded that tomorrow would rain. Tomorrow will rain.
He heralded what tomorrow will bring. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yes, good. Okay. Oh, and just the question about the passage. What do people do on New Year's?
What people do on New Year's? That they make New Year's resolutions, maybe for some promise to themselves, and what they will improve something in their life.
Right, and so what is another thing in the passage that they do on New Year's?
New Year's. Uh, is that the fireworks, parties, and special events?
Yes,
On New
those will
Year's.
happen on New Year's as well. Okay, now we can do the second vocabulary word, resolution.
And resolution, aff- affirm, affirm decisions to solve the problem. For example, a resolution was made to help with his shyness.
So can you,
Okay,
does it make sense, the definition?
now I think uh, we came up with a resolution to solve this problem.
Yes, that could be true. Okay, great. We can go to page 4 now.
Page 4, okay. On New Year's Eve, many cities hold large, scarce public events. A particular starking event is bomb drop. During the event, objects is lowered and raised during the last minutes of the year. The ball is made of crystalline and energetic lights and placed on the top of an 77 foot or 23-meter pole. 1 minute before midnight on December 31, the ball is lowered slowly down the pole. It reaches the bottom of the pole at exactly midnight.
Right, so let's do some pronunciation work. In that first sentence, many cities hold large-scale public events.
Scale public events.
Large scale.
Large scale.
Yes, good. And now can you, the next sentence, a particularly striking event?
A particularly striking event.
Striking event?
Striking event.
Yes, good, very good. During the event, objects are lowered or raised?
Lower or raised.
Good. The ball is made of crystal and electric lights.
Electric lights.
Okay, so can you read the passage one more time for me and focus on those words?
Okay. On New Year's Eve, many cities hold a large-scale public events. A particularly striking event is the ball drop. During the event, objects are lowered and raised during the last minutes of the year. The ball is made of crystal and energetic lights and electric lights and placed on top of 77 foot and 27-meter pole. A minute before midnight on December 31, the ball is lowered slowly down the pole. It reaches the bottom of the pole at exactly midnight.
Good, much better. So, what do many cities do on New Year's Eve?
Hold a large-scale public events. The ball drop.
Yes, good. So we can do the vocabulary. Can you read the word in the definition?
Okay. Striking, attracting action. Example, he's known for her striking beauty.
Attracting attention.
Okay, attracting attention.
And can you use it in a sentence?
Okay. Striking. Our teacher is respected by many people because he really did a good job in his teaching.
So he has a striking ability to teach.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the ability, the teaching ability that attracts the attention. So he is striking for his ability to teach.
Striking teaching ability.
Yeah. Okay, so now we can go to page 5.
Okay. New Year's Eve is a day of mixed feelings for many people. On one hand, it is a time to celebrate the end of the year gone by and welcome what is in store in the new year. On the other hand, some people experienced a sense of I can't read it.
Nostalgia?
Nostalgia as they reflect on the events that took place in their lives in the past 20 months. As the clock struck at the clock struck the midnight into the New Year's Day, many people celebrate the event by exchanging hugs, kissings, and wish each other a Happy New Year.
Good. So, that word nostalgia, can you say it again?
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. And the past 12 months, that number is 12.
Okay, in the past 12 months.
So can you just read that one sentence again for me?
Okay. Some people experience a sense of nostalgia as they reflect on the events that took place in their lives in the past 12 months.
Good. So why is New Year's Eve emotional for people?
Emotional people. Because it is a time to celebrate the end of the year gone by and welcome what is in the store in the new year.
But also, what is it?
Also, okay. Because some people experience a sense of nostalgia as they reflect on the events that took place in their lives in the past 12 months.
Yes. So now we can go to the vocabulary. Can you do nostalgia for me?
Okay. Nostalgia. Emotions you feel by remembering something from the past and wishing that you could experience it again. Example, I felt nostalgia looking at the old photos.
Does it make sense?
Okay. My father always liked to nostalgia something by wearing his old shoes.
A nostalgia is an emotion that you feel. So you would say, my father, an emotion you feel like happiness or sadness.
Yes.
So he feels nostalgia when he wears his old shoes.
Those shoes. Oh, it's about emotions.
Yes, it's an emotion that you feel.
Okay.
So can you make maybe another sentence about a time when you feel nostalgia?
When I listen to the country music, I feel nostalgia.
Yes, good. All right, can you do the word reflect now?
Reflect, think clearly, calmly about something. I was reflecting on what I had done in my life. I am reflecting that why I made this mistake again and again.
I am reflecting on why I made this mistake.
Actually, on. Oh, okay.
I reflect on something. Okay.
That's
It makes sense. Okay, great.
okay.
Now we can go to the comprehension questions on page 6.
Okay. Many people make the New Year's resolutions. It's true. And B, New Year's is celebrated with fireworks, parties, and other special events. It's true. On December 30th, the ball hits the bottom of the pool every night. It's 4th, 8th, and it's 31st.
31st.
And okay, the New Year's Eve is not a very emotional day for many people. It's forced. It is. People wish each other Happy New Year when it's midnight on New Year's Day. True.
Yes. Okay, we can go to the next comprehension questions.
The first, the movie was Harold. C.
Can you read it?
Okay. the movie was covered by the advertisements.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, the ball drop. The ball drop is a striking event.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, the child has to reflect on his behavior.
Mm-hmm.
4, what kinds of things do people not do on New Year's days? Maybe exchange jackets.
Mm-hmm.
Many cities hold large public events. And 6, what kind of feeling does New Year's bring? Feelings of nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Mm-hmm. Great. So now we have plenty of time for discussion. So
Okay.
you told me about there's Western New Year, and then there's also Spring Festival New Year, right?
Okay. Yes.
So what is the difference? Why are there two?
Different one too. Maybe the first difference is that we can both have a rest time, but the length is different. Maybe the Spring Festival, like the Chinese New Year, is longer. It's much longer than the rest that we had in the New Year, in the Eastern year. So maybe I will ask if you have a holiday in the every year's first day, the New Year.
Usually our holiday goes from Christmas, which is December 25th, and it usually goes to January 1st. So we usually will have that week, that whole time off.
Yeah, we are similar to you. That maybe the Chinese New Year in February is also a week. And the second difference between that, we always celebrate New Year in school. Yes, we will have a party. Maybe in the New Year, or maybe in the day before New Year.
On the day? On the day before?
On the day before New Year, and before the parties, we will spend one evening to decorate our classrooms, buy some flowers, or use the pen to write something on the blackboard, and to make our classroom more beautiful, more. Maybe we should make that a room like somewhere that we can celebrate our New Year.
Right. You make it festive is a word. Do you know the word festive?
Festive. What does it mean?
I sent it to you in the chat. Festive, it means that it has a good energy, like it has the energy of the holiday. So it has the decorations of the holiday, and you feel very excited about the holiday when you're in the space.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Festive.
And so why is Chinese New Year on a different day than January 1st?
Because maybe it's not easy to explain it, because we in the ancients that we call it maybe we use from 2000 years that we have a different time schedule with you.
A different calendar?
Sculpture.
Do you know the word calendar?
Okay.
Calendar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. There. Okay. Maybe in your calendar is we call Yangli in Chinese,
Mm-hmm.
and our calendar is Nongli. We use it to make some agriculture work,
Mm-hmm.
and in the Asians. maybe our soul. This is why our New Year is different from yours. Maybe in the past, after your New Year is in January, and the majority our Spring Festival is in the February.
Okay. So now we can talk about New Year's resolutions. Do you have a New Year's resolution this year?
New Year's resolution, yes, a New Year's means a new beginning, and I have some resolutions to this New Year. I think I should not be so stressed, with in the next years, because I think when I was so stressed with my study, I can't did a good job in it, and maybe relax and to do what I have to do by myself and try my best. Maybe that's the best way to improve my sports. Yes, maybe in the high school, this is the first thing that's about resolutions, and the second resolutions is about the wish. It's about hope of my family to be always healthy, happy, and to be better in the next year. And maybe the next year I will be a true man. That I will be 18 years old. That means I am an adult. So maybe I should to do things more to independent to do things by myself. And this is the resolutions in the next year.
Okay, good. And so do you have exams coming up for going to university because you're almost 18?
Yes, it's really important and stressed text. Imagine, okay, it's maybe we call it goal. It's like maybe almost everyone will to try our best to make the scores, to pass the test, to make a higher scores, to be in a good university. It's, the more higher scores you have, that's the more better university you will go. And maybe in this years, it's not the only one way to choose a university. Maybe also you can choose some sports or do some arts. It's maybe if you do it best, you can also go to the university. But for ourselves, maybe this is the only way that we can have a better future.
Okay. And just a note, you know the word, do you know the difference between the word stressful and the word stressed?
Stressed, okay, I know it's one for things and one for people.
Right, so you would say that the exam is stressful or the exam is stressed?
Stressed. Oh, stressful.
Right, the exam is stressful and you are stressed.
I feel stressed.
Yes, good. Okay, so let's see. Let's talk about something sort of fun now. So on Chinese New Year, Spring Festival, do you do a countdown?
Countdown.
Countdown. It's you count down. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You know.
Yes. Maybe we have a TV show in the Chinese New Year, in the Chinese New Year Eve, and it's about a TV show made by CCTV1. And when the New Year's and the 12 o'clock is coming, that's we will to come down to 3, 2, 1, and maybe every year's after this these minutes, these moments, maybe you to find a balloon to be the bottom of the ground, and we will sing for a song. 难忘今宵. It's a traditional song, and we sing in this television show for 30 years.
Okay, so you sing it after the New Year happens? You sing it after you get to 0, or when do you sing it?
Yeah, when to 0, and the television show will to show this.
Okay. Do you do a countdown like that for the Western New Year on December 31st?
Maybe in the Western New Year, you always to many people in a square, or you shot it all together, 5 or 31, and maybe we will not be so many people together that in one place. That we will be in our own home together with our family to spend this time. And maybe in this years in some big city, Shanghai or Peking, Beijing, and maybe in the January 1st, they will also do the countdown in some big square, like in our country. And maybe we will have a lights show. Lights show that in the 4 buildings, in many buildings, that the lights show together. Maybe I'm in Urumqi in Xinjiang, and this lights show is also arranged this. But I didn't say it.
I understand. Okay, so that's our lesson for today. I don't know when our next lesson is. Do we have an appointment?
Maybe I will ask my teacher to say if we have the next.
Okay, great. So just, I'm sure I'll be great to have you in a lesson again.
Okay, I really feel better than before after hearing this lesson, these 3 lessons. Maybe this lesson give me a choice to say face to face with the foreigner.
Yes, it's good. It's very good to practice. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So I hope I see you again. It's been wonderful having you in class.
Okay, I hope so. We will see again.
Okay, great.